and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
Welcome inside Arrington Ice Arena. Sunday fun day. It's always good for hockey. It's round number 2 between the University of Michigan-Flint Wolverines and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Hello, everyone. My name is Alex Herman. Happy to have you all join us here on ACTV this afternoon. Joined alongside me, special guest for this afternoon's broadcast, member of the ACHA Division II men's team here on campus, Griffin Clark. And this should be an exciting one. The Wolverines the other day on Friday were able to take their second win over the Bulldogs this season by a score of 3-2 after 60 minutes. Brandon Durden, Evan Bliss, Owen Morrison, Josh Appleberg would all get goals, and Appleberg's 12th of the year would be the game winner. 20 minutes up on the score clock. Puck is dropped, and we are underway here from the AIA. Coming into this game, the Bulldogs have lost both of their meetings with the Wolverines this year. Griffin, what do you think Adrian College is going to have to do here today to get the win?
You know, Herms, I think they just got to get some pucks in deep. I think they're getting a little bit better on offense. Just got to get some clicks in certain areas and just get that puck in the back of the net.
Absolutely. Wolverines will start this underneath the red line. Here's a quick shot. Puck pops up in the air and somehow lobs its way over the netting. Good save there from Luke Miklos. Here's a quick rush from J.T. Schmidt, trying to beat Steiger to the puck. Able to get there first. Appleberg now on it. Travis Simons. As this pass is spun to the front, kept in. Nice defensive play there by Tanner. Wolverines look to break out. Steiger carries it in, dumps it, and he'll get off for a change. Fresh legs out for Michigan-Flint. Getting out of their zone is Tanner. Played up top of the center ice. Face-off stop is Darnell. Puck bouncing around just for a moment, and retreating to get it there is going to be Chapono. Here's a giveaway and a chance down in front. The Wolverines strike first. A fantastic passing play in that 18:26 in the first. Flint is up by 1.
Just a quick passing play. Real good by Flint. 2-on-1. I think the name of the game right now is going to be puck possession for both teams. Kind of just bouncing all around right now.
A minute and 30 is all it took to find ourselves with a score. Wolverines jumping up top for that one. And the Bulldogs will now have to play catch-up. This is in neutral zone. Anthony Alfonsi will play it. Dump down low. Miklos will rim it into the corner. Witten with some speed will carry forward. Darnell will get there first. And a backhand pass off the glass. Nice hit there. Stepping up to make that contact was Brett Witten. Good move up top at the blue, but it's turned over. Here come the Bulldogs. Lots of bodies flying. Adrian College showing the physical presence. Change for the Wolverines. Off the bench, it's Berger, and he's whistled down for offsides with 17:34 left to go in the first.
Kind of the perfect start if you're Flint here on the road. Early goal kind of sets the tone for you a little bit.
Always a good thing when you can find the back of the net first. And like you said, Griffin, especially on the road, trying to sway that momentum in your favor. It took to the 13:06 mark in the game on Friday for there to be any scores. It was Brandon Durden who got his 4th of the year. And surprisingly here as well, there's going to be a penalty, so the Bulldogs to the power play. 2 minutes, 5-on-4 opportunity. Looking to even things up. handcuffed in the corner. This kicks out to Bliss. Looking to center a feed, doesn't like the option. Gets this over. Now in the slots. Bounces off the stick of Briggs Blake. And the Bulldogs will have to restart the rush. Picking up speed is Nijboer. Bliss tries to go through the legs. A nice move. Hit off the puck, but still stays on it. And that forces Ryan Rogers to cover up.
Real good effort by Bliss there, trying to get into the zone, cause some disruption.
Minute 18 left to go on the 5-on-4 chance. It's Henry Darnell who's able to win the faceoff back. Max Sorrell, long shot, tipped. Stays out, but nice stick from Anthony Alfonsi. Left side blue, back to the wall. Here's a quick shot. That one's also blocked. Good step up there by Michael Chapman. Down low again, it's Alfonsi. Here's a quick shot, stick to side by Rogers into the corner. Wraparound chance, doesn't go, hits off the outside of the apron. Good idea from Tyler Allen, but couldn't spin it in his favor.
You know, if I'm Adrian here, I'm trying to get that high slot shot there. Flint's giving a lot of room up in the top.
Here goes Maxim Sorrell. Crosses over the blue. Quick shot and reaching across the body is Rogers. 32 seconds is all that remains in the 5-on-4. And I've been liking, as you've mentioned, Clarkie, the offensive attempts that the Bulldogs are able to take here.
Yeah, as I said before, I think the name of the game is going to be puck possession. Whoever can carry it the most and really control the game is who's going to win here.
Briggs Blake will tie up, able to kick it back.
Really solid effort there.
Waiting up top is Dom. There's a centering feed going through the lane. Nobody home to catch the pass. It's cleared and into the netting, so we should still have the face-off in the offensive zone. Have to watch out there on the bench.
Someone's going home with a free souvenir.
We get the official penalty call. It was too many men on the ice. This puck cleared out, and that's just about going to do it for the power play. Gavin Dom behind his netminder, Luke Miklos. Stick taps, and we're back to even strength, 5-on-5, but not without a rush from Bliss. He's taken down hard. He was racing through that center lane. Looked like he was going to have some space. Plays it blindly on the backhand. Nice pass, but it's tipped away. Here goes Gower. Play is offsides, and we'll take the draw in neutral zone.
Bliss with a real good burst of speed right there through the neutral zone. Hopefully to keep burning the D.
5 minutes in, 1-0 score. U of M Flint getting on the board first. This is dumped in. Rimmed around left to right. Stopped there by the newcomer and Will Gilbert. Played on the right blue. Stays in just barely from Adam Hoff. They'll try and tie up, but it kicks out. Malenicz. A little flip pass towards the blue. Taken away. Here go the Wolverines. Nice step-up move there by Meisner. Tipped into the zone. That came off the stick of Riley Melody. Give both sides enough time for a change. Good move heading up ice by Malenicz. There's an official down in that left corner with a stick. Don't always see that. And there's an arm up on the play. Cross-checking is the call. We'll see who it goes against. Looks like Bulldogs are going to have to answer here. Off to the box. Nick Kursky. 2 minutes for cross-checking with 14:19 left to go in the first period. And this is a big opportunity for the visitors in the Wolverines. Already lead the game 1-0. Now a power play chance for the next 2 minutes. Draw one back by Bliss in the defensive zone. Underneath the red line, we'll see who can play it. This is taken away by Appleberg. Up top for Gower. Down low once more. Missed pass there, and it's cleared. Bliss will go and chase down. Skates with Michael Chapman. Speed from Blaine Gower. Walks the right side. Looking for the option. He's taken down. Good defensive play there from Gavin Dahm. Here's a backhander. Possible break, but it doesn't find the stick of Alfonsi. Berger will take it away. Flint having some troubles entering back into the zone, though, on the power play. And here's a loose break. With some speed with Schmidt. Looked like he was going to get there first, but he's handcuffed in the left side corner. Dumped down and stopped by Dahm. 37 seconds remaining on the power play. Spun around up top. Here's a quick shot that bounces off the end while loose in front. Nobody could put it home. This puck hemmed into the boards. Players getting coagulated with one another. Right side pass from the stick of Chapono is tipped up into the netting.
Just a really good kill from Adrian here. You could tell Flint's getting really uncomfortable. Not able to make any clean passes or any entries. All you can really ask for if you're the Adrian coach right now.
Head coach Justin Snyder, backbone of the bench for this Bulldog squad. Top of the point, here's a shot deflected in front, cleared down, and the Bulldogs are able to kill off the penalty. We'll skate back to 5-on-5 even strength. Nick Kursky now out of the box. Getting there is Posdal. Long shot from the top, kicked aside by Rogers. Kursky gets a check into the glass, and another angling hit there from Schmidt. Miklos touched up with the paddle from way outside, and a hold on for the whistle. 11:53 remaining in the first period from Arrington Ice Arena. Adrian College ACHA D3 contest here this afternoon, facing off in their second game of the week with the University of Michigan-Flint. We're going to take it away with some speed there as Alfonsi, hugging the right side, drops back for Sorrell. Lost it in transition. Cleared off the high glass. Hoff couldn't glove it down, but the icing waved off here. Malinich couldn't get there in time. Had official Bill Jones canceling out the icing. Oh, and a Michigan attempt there, and that was close.
Wow.
To going by. Miklos had to stay ready for that, and we're seeing so much more often those chances coming to fruition. Here's a 2-on-1 shot, and a save made by Rogers. Good shot there from Brett Witten. Had the option in the pass, decided to shoot. And this one is skyrocketed around the glass and out of the zone.
Real good 2-on-1 effort by Witten.
Alfonsi tips in. Back with it is Chapman. Bliss forces the turnover. Travels down low, plays it off his body. Didn't realize where it was. Stuck in between his feet. Sorrell will keep it in. Taken there by Simons towards the top of the right circle. Cleared out, and here's some speed from Brendan Miles. Looking towards the front, shot that one wide. Had the angle, right idea, wrong placement. There's another long shot from the point. A hefty wrister from Hayden Rose. This puck through the legs. We'll see if the icing can be beat, and the extra speed of Hayden Rose will get the whistle.
Miles could be a pretty serious factor in this game using that speed. Saw him burst through neutral zone, cause a really good chance for Flint.
10 minutes flat left to go at the halfway point in the first period. Game remaining 1-0 in favor of the Wolverines. Zach Potter, his 7th of the year, assisted by Leo Dagovich, his first assist of the year. Always nice to see players getting their first points. Shot block from the top of the point. Will dribble to Miklos and some pushing and shoving. So a lot of penalties the other day. We'll be interested to see how it carries over into today's contest. But everybody dismissed there. Potter's 7th goal ties him for 3rd on the team with Brendan Miles, Appleberg with 12, and Blaine Gower with 8. There's a quick step from Borky. Looking for the dead angle, blocker to side. Briggs Blake will pick up. Here's a slap shot from way downtown, kicked aside, saved by Rogers once again. Bulldogs testing Ryan Rogers from a lot of different angles here, and he's come up big so far. Had a chance to talk to head coach Justin Snyder before the game about Friday's result, and he felt like his team played well, but Rogers, with a handful of nice saves, kept his team in it and ultimately picked up the W. Seems to be putting up the same effort here today. As this puck loose in front, covered up once more by Rogers.
If I'm Adrian, I'm testing him from all different types of angles. After the discomfort they had on Friday too, you just got to try and get a bounce.
Take as many shots as possible. The name of the game here this afternoon. Though being down 1-0, Bulldogs with a strong first period up to this point. Long shot off the stick of Mitch Bauer. That one whistles wide. Good stick there by Bennett. Rimmed around up top, stopped along the boards by Morrison. Turned over, here's a shot, loose in front, the scramble, covered up once again by Rogers. Bulldogs looking for that enzyme goal to get things kicked off. Flint really letting their netminder see all pucks.
Really good effort there from Briggs Blake. Those are the type of spots you need to be to get a goal in this game.
You don't always have to be the snipes that you think about and you practice. Dirty goal does count, so if you can generate rebounds and put loose pucks home, end of the day, it still goes up on the scoreboard. Gilberg will take the faceoff. Able to win it back. Played at the point. Here's a shot. Kicked away once more by Rogers. Good speed there from Appleberg. Finds his way to it. Fans on the shot. Kept in and now taken away by Kursky. Kursky will dump in. Played along the boards. That's Malinich. Poking free. Here go the Bulldogs. Hoff looks his way through, trying to generate offense. Receives a hit in the left side corner, trying to send a backhand pass to the front. Nobody there to pick it up. Sorrell in the back end. surveying the land. Puck on edge, but he still makes the pass. Squirts loose, and here's a chance in front. Shot, and a save by Miklos off the chest. Keeps it out. Here's another wrapped chance. Long shot kicked by a foot in front. This is Witten. Dumps in on nets. And that will force the coverage from Rogers.
Can definitely feel an energy sway towards Flint right now. Adrian getting beat in the corners and in their own zone.
This has been a very push and pull first period from both sides. We've seen little spurts in the offensive zone from the team in gray and the team in the navy sweaters. It's just about who can capitalize on their opportunities. Good chance here from Darnell. Works his way through traffic, covered up on the edge of the post. And I like the tenacity the Bulldogs bringing from the table, certainly full of life. Season hasn't been as picture perfect as they were hoping it would be, but the past number of games have had strong efforts and are looking to push their way forward. Schmitz sends this up, and a faked pass there, possible breakaway. This is Dragovic, drops to the slot, moved over, and a good back check there from Brian Tanner as he gets the stick taps on the bench.
Really good defensive effort there from Tanner.
Miles with a shot, waffle boarded to the corner by Miklos. Bouncing off the boards there. Bulldogs look to clear. Kept in, long shot, stick save by Miklos. 6:27 in the first period. Good breakout pass there. Kicks off the stick of Schmitz, who was open, hoping that would be a little bit farther in front of him. Now to the slot. Here's a chance! The Bulldogs score! And just like that, we're tied at 1.
That's just a really good look from Simons there, finding player out front. That's just the look you need. As I said before, high slot's going to be the place to go if you're Adrian in this game.
Catch it here on the replay. Puck was in the corner, then down low, squirted out to a free area. And right in the slot, exactly where you want it, down on one knee. Tied at 1. Here's speed from Hoff. Works the right side, a nice move, trying to go inside and out. Almost got the second defender. Long shot, stick to side by Rogers. Now towards the front again. Briggs Blake to play it in the defensive zone. Delayed off sides. Hoff will have time to make a pass. Leaves it off for Briggs Blake. Now towards the front, tipped in by Bennett as he'll skate off. Little fake move there from Morrison. Wraps on net, stick to side by Miklos. Miklos the other day in the 3-2 loss, making 35 saves on 38 shots. So he was busy as well and just looked strong. Really, at the end of the day, this one looking like it's going to come down to goaltending. Icing whistle down there. If you're the Bulldogs at this stage in the period, recently tying things up 1-1, what do you have to do to continue the effort forward?
clean passes. I think that's what's going to be really important for them. Neutral zone's getting really clogged up by Flint. Adrian's able to get through every once in a while, but those clean passes are really what's going to get you through that neutral zone and get you some goals here.
Gilbert looks to tie up the draw. He does. He's able to win it back. Kicks free to the left point. It was Dom who tried to dump in as it squeaks out for a moment. Played to the feet of Gilbert. Couldn't handle it. After it is Alfonsi. Gavin Dom over to Sorrell.
Good body.
Oh, and a poke play there. Nice effort as this travels to the front. Good second effort from Blaine Gower. How about that poke check to then recover back to his feet?
You know, as we saw there in the neutral zone, that turnover, as I just said a couple seconds ago, we really got to see a cleaner effort from both teams there. I don't have a problem with either team in the O zone right now. It's just really in the D zone and neutral zone. Not getting any sticks on the puck, no effort.
We'll see who can clean up the mess in the neutral zone first. As Bliss tries to carry out. Lofted down low. It's Tanner. Long pass connects with Bliss. He's taken down. Clean check there, no arm up. Dragovich with a shot redirected, almost had eyes.
Took a real weird bounce there.
I think it might have hit a body on the way towards the front.
I think you're right.
And here's a chance, stopped just barely by Miklos as he's able to keep out with the right pad. Playing the bounce off the boards is Schmidt. Drops back for Bliss. This first line and some good stick handling. Tanner wraps down low, has the option in front, down to one knee. Was Simons looking for that top corner.
Tanner with a real smart behind the net look out front there. Another chance in the slot as we saw.
And a very delayed icing from the officials. Flint will not be able to change. Take the draw on TV right in this corner. Briggs Blake will step in with Potter. Potter plays the bouncing puck over to the corner. Blake taken down with a hard shove. This one breaks its way free. Back first is Malinich. To the wing is Briggs Blake, now to center. Spins a pass over. Gets to Hoff. Will backstep for a moment. Spinning around using the edges. Now to Bennett. Bennett looks to lift off the glass. Can't do it. Squeaks out of the zone. Gloving down there was Malinich. Bulldogs looking to get out of their own zone. Finally able to do so. This breaks its way to Hoff. Now to the backhand. Opens up. Playing a dribbling puck. Makes the smart play there to backhand to the left corner. Steiger sends a pass all the way down. No icing. Bulldogs thought it was going to be called. Turnover on the blue to the slot. Bouncing off a number of sticks there. Nobody can hold on to it. Blaine Gower pushes the pace. It's cleared out of the zone. As Meisner starts the breakout. Oh, and a turnover in the slot. Here's a chance to the backhand.
Real good body by Posdol there.
Once again, it's Gower. He's had a lot of shifts here this afternoon. Long shot. Block it away as we reach the 60-second mark in the first. Sorrell speeding his way through center. Shot in and out of the glove. He'll collect his own rebound. Both goalies tested here in the first. There's a pass going over. Miklos sliding. We'll get on top of it. Bulldogs have to be careful sometimes on those rushes. Flint looking to set up those bang-bang plays to go cross-crease. We saw it on the first goal, although it was a backhand that found its way behind Miklos. It was a similar play. Alfonsi to it. 30 seconds left. Midge Bauer lost it in the corner. Wrap around, Miklos with the save.
Yeah, in the offensive zone, Adrian's really got to focus on keeping two defense back there. See a couple times on the rush, we had no one fill for that D spot, causing an odd man rush for Flint.
Draw one back. Little time left. See if the Bulldogs can get one more rush here. Stick down. Taken away by Potter. Shot blocked. 5 seconds left to go. Bliss will race his way up. Shot sticked away by Rogers. And the second attempt will not beat the buzzer. And that's going to do it for the end of the first period. Score tied 1-1. Goals from Zach Potter and James Schmidt. Lot to like after 20 minutes of period. Clarkie, what were you seeing?
As you said, a lot to like. I think both teams are doing pretty solid in the offensive zone, getting some good chances, good looks. I think the main focus, especially for Adrian, is going to be puck possession, as we saw in the neutral zone and in the D zone. A lot of jumbling with the puck, no good touches, but if you clean that up, I think it's going to be a pretty even game for both teams.
We'll see who can settle the nerves down here as we skate off for the second period. Alex Herman and Griffin Clark. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
Welcome back from Arrington Ice Arena, University of Michigan-Flint and the Adrian College Bulldogs. Deadlocked after one following the first 20-minute period. Goals coming from Zach Potter and James Schmidt is where we sit for the moment. Alex Herman and Griffin Clark here on ACTV. Happy to have you all join us from wherever you may be watching this afternoon. Lots to like, some things to clean up. What are you seeing after 20 minutes, Clarky?
Yeah, we kind of talked about it before we went to the break. Good offensive zone for both teams. Just clean it up in the D zone and the neutral zone. All they really got to do is get some clean passes through there, and I think we'll see a lot more opportunities for both teams.
Score tied at 1 apiece. Shots as well, 13 each way. Ryan Rogers with a couple of big saves. And Luke Miklos, who wears the A on his sweater for the Bulldogs squad. Both netminders playing really strong thus far. And talked about that in the beginning of the game. The other day, both of these goalies got the start. Both played well, and same effort here this afternoon from the AIA. 20 minutes will go back on the score clock. Center ice face-off puck is dropped, and once again we are underway from the AIA. We start things off in the D end of the Bulldogs. Kicked off the boards. Here goes Bliss with plenty of speed. Will chase down Rose. Fast start in the opening 15 seconds. Kick to the right side. That was Simons taken down hard, and a stick flying in the air, propelling its way to the rafters. Long shot blocked in the skates. That was Eino Nijbauer who blocked it there. Good saucer pass, finds its way to Schmidt.
It's a really good look by Bliss.
Schmidt had his skate over, and the Bulldogs are called down from ice for offsides. I like the speed from that line of Evan Bliss, JT Schmidt, and Travis Simons. Had a couple of good plays in the first, trying to start things off the right way in the second. Neutral zone draw is one back by the stick of Darnell. Sent on net. Easy stick aside by Rogers. Work down low. Towards the front. That shot skimming off the outside of the glove of Rogers. Spun the other way. Back towards the corner. Long shot blocked.
That's a stinger right there, Herms.
Absolutely. Gower getting in the way, laying the body down on the line. Wolverines will look to break out here. Gower on the right side will chase down with Sorrell. Potter towards the front, save from Miklos. As he holds on, 18:20 left to go in the second period.
Adrian's definitely coming out with some fire here in this period. Really want to know what Coach Snyder said to the Bulldogs in that locker room. So definitely got them fired up here at the start. Only a minute in, but we can definitely see some extra jump here.
You have to wonder what kind of extra motivation Bulldogs have coming into this game. Have had some frustrating results as of late, though their efforts have been extremely strong. Certainly want to win this game after dropping their first earlier this week, 3-2. Expectation coming into this knew it was likely going to be another close game. Just a matter of who can keep their systems in check and make more of the right plays. Long pass. Here's a break. Looking towards the front. A backhander saved. And the net is dislodged. Good backhand from Eino Nijbauer. But Rogers says no as he's down on one knee. Seems to be okay.
Ty Allen just kind of jumbled the puck there. We could really see him burst in with some speed. That was a good recovery from him right there. I'd also say this is a good start for the Bulldogs, considering they lost to Flint in the series, 6-3 in the beginning of the year. I'd say 1-1 is a good place to be at for both teams right now.
Absolutely. You never like to lose, but 3-2 is a true hockey score. At that point, it's anybody's game. Tanner dumps in, and a "Let's Go Bulldogs" chant from the crowd.
Good body from Ty Allen right there in the corner.
We'll see how the physical presence will play its way into this game. Saw it a number of times in the first period, and an additional couple of times here so far, 2.5 minutes in.
Can already tell Flint's getting real annoyed with the Bulldogs' physicality here. If I'm the Bulldogs, I'm just going to keep hitting.
Need to be relentless. Offensive, defensive. Adrian College stepping their efforts up. Skating it back is Hayden Rose. Now towards neutral ice. Tipped off a stick. It's Baruki. Plays it off the shoulder. And now back for Tanner. Pass off the target. It's wrapped right back around for Tanner. Looks to clear and is able to. Rose with a long pass that is launched through neutral ice. And the icing whistle down.
Even though it's the second half of the season for the Bulldogs here, we've seen a couple late adds to the roster. Some forward, some defense. Hopefully that gives them just a little extra push as these last couple games they can create some more offense and get a little more secure in the D zone here.
That draw taken away as it laid on the ice by Morrison. Sorrell turns it over in his own end. Speeding to it is Miles. Bliss strips it away. Lost in the feet for a moment. And a turnover to the front wide of the glove side. It was Hayden Rose with the shot.
Solid effort by Miklos there to get the glove.
Another shot there. High and wide. And into the netting. Two great shots, although missing the target from the Wolverines. And that's how this game has gone for both sides. Really unpredictable play. One team will get a couple of chances, and then shortly after, the other will as well.
Miklos with the equipment repair here. Trying to get all set.
Far side draw. It's Bliss and McKenzie. McKenzie able to get it back. Back down low is Malinich. Wolverines were offside, so they had to exit. Take down there from Simons. Far side corner. Good hit there. Coming from the body of Jacob Malinich. This is broken out with speed as Schmitz. Picked up by Hoff along the near side. Work to the top. Long point shot. Stick to side there. The rebound cleared. Puck was on edge and bouncing in front of Rogers.
Got a pile of players down there in the corner. What's going on?
Long shot there. Blocked. Oh, and a hard soak there from Michael Chapman as he's in a little bit of pain. Bulldogs looking for room. It's Gilbert fresh off the bench. Saucer bounces over the stick of Melody.
Although it didn't connect, that's a really good look if you're Flint right there, trying to split the zone.
Gilbert along the left side is hoping to get a pass, but instead it's dumped in by Tanner. Gilbert towards the front. Couldn't play it in the slot. Stripped away there by Meisner. D-zone is Nijbauer. Wrapped up top and cleared. No icing. As gingerly touching up was Rogers. A swipe by the stick of Alfonsi doesn't go. With some room is Meisner towards the front, bounces off the pad of Miklos. Gower, left side circle. Opens up and spins off. Pushes to the point. Steiger with a shot. Kicked away, now towards the slot. Here's a chance, another save from Miklos. Stepped up with the pad. Net is off the pegs, and that will force the whistle. 13:57 left to go in the second. A pair of nice saves from Luke Miklos.
Miklos coming up huge for the Bulldogs this period so far.
Wolverines working the puck to good areas, too, to generate some chances. Sometimes you just got to trust your netminder to make the saves. And Miklos did it to a T right there. Shapono dumps in. Hard angled hit there from Dom. And a spinning backhand. Finds its way towards the front. 2-on-2 foot race. Diagonal pass goes forward. Connecting with Allen. Towards the outside. Tried to center a feed back to the point. It was a little bit off target. Turnover on the blue. Finds its way in front of Posdal, but he didn't see it. This one over for Dragovic. Long pass, tipped wide of the net. Locked up on the boards. 2 gray sweaters, 2 navy. See who comes away with it. It's the Wolverines. And a hard hit there from Sorrell. And some shifty moves. Sorrell looking to stick handle. Makes a nice play there. He's stepped up a number of times to make some big hits. Trying to clear pucks out of dangerous areas. Hard hit there. Some oohs and ahs from the crowd. And a long pass tipped in front wide to the blocker side of Miklos.
Sorrell, one of the real heavy hitters for Adrian, especially in this game so far in this period as well.
This is sent down low, now towards the slot. Fanning on the shot there was Appelberg. But I'll get back to it. Works the blades. Briggs Blake tries to interfere. Up top is Heiberger. Trying to chip off the boards there was Witten. Briggs Blake. Now to Dom. Bulldogs have numbers if they can calculate it. But it's lost in transition. Here's a chance to the outside. Moving over. Nice sliding stop there from Briggs Blake to cancel out the centering feed. This puck hitting off the outside of the apron pops up. Motored back to the corner by Sorrell. Extended shift for him.
If you're Adrian, that's the type of deep play you need there by Captain Briggs Blake. That's a real solid effort down there.
So second and third efforts, sometimes in the D zone, that can make a difference, as you said. Bliss with some room towards the front, puts it into the chest. And a nice save by Rogers. Good response from the Bulldogs after being hemmed in the D zone for what seemed like a minute or two there. They'll get the freeze, allow them to take a breath.
You know, Herms, if you're Flint here, I think you're a little frustrated in the O-zone. They were down there for a little bit, but the only chances of really getting are off turnovers. Can't really seem to manage to get any real bounces their way right now.
In the slot, trying to take a shot there was Schmitz. But a stick canceled it out. Now it's Malinich. Getting hunted down by McKenzie. Arm is up. And we'll see what happens here after a scuffle. Players coming together. There's going to be a penalty. Be interested to find out who it's going against. First to the box is Blake Berger, a slashing call. Bulldogs thought they were going to take one, but they are told that they're not. So I think a power play now ensuing for Adrian College. 10:35 left to go in the second period from Arrington Ice Arena. Game tied 1 apiece.
Bit of confusion there. I saw the ref signal for Simons to go to the box. Wouldn't necessarily call it, though. Bit of a late hit, but the whistle hadn't blown.
Entering this power play, game tied. You're the Bulldogs. What are you looking to do on this 5-on-4 opportunity?
You really got to use the point here. We got some big shots up top. If they can manage to get those on net and really just swarm the goalie here, I think we'll get some chances. Rogers has really been good with his pads so far, but just got to make sure we keep some guys in front, look for open passes here. Looks like the refs are still discussing the hit Flint wanted called on Simons. Looks like they're not going to get anything, though.
Captain Stefano Schiapono, the discussion with the official, and straight off the draw, the Wolverines able to clear. Miklos will stop it and leave it off. That was Sorrell. Connects with Darnell, who will wrap around towards the opposite side. Tyler Allen there to meet it. Broken out by Alfonsi. Sorrell, right side blue. Allen taken down. Got a stick in the skates. Don't know if it was intentional or not.
He's taking him for a ride down there.
Sorrell looking to set up the one-timer. Work the other way into the rafters. As we'll take a pause with 1:17 remaining on the 5-on-4.
Not a bad start for the Bulldogs on a power play, I think. They just, they kind of got jumbled up there on the boards. I think they just got to start spreading out a little bit, and they'll get some chances. If you're too close, you're not really going to find much, and I think that's what gave them some problems right there at the start.
Briggs Blake the option with Josh Appleberg. One back, Bliss trying to look for the shots. Unable to get it. Gavin Dahm will skate this over for Captain Evan Bliss. Turns on the Jets, skates up the middle, now towards the left, looking to the front, spins it over to the slot. Briggs Blake not with his stick down, and another shot there, tipped just barely wide. Kick back to the point, Gavin Dahm playing it down low. Briggs Blake to the backhand, opens up. Up to the point for Dahm, long shot off a shin pad. The second chance just goes high. Dahm will keep it in. Good pressure from Simons, working the outside. Flint's pushing the Bulldogs into the boards.
Simons with some real good patience right there.
Briggs Blake spins one on, and that one not on target. He's held up once more. Here's a chance down low. The shot is blocked, and it stays out. Dahm with a swipe and a turnover, shorthanded breakaway. This is Rose towards the front, and that one just barely missing the nets. The second shot from Appleberg. 1 second remains on the 5-on-4, and that was a costly turnover that luckily did not result in a goal.
Briggs Blake not happy with the no call there from the official. Definitely almost caused some problems for the Bulldogs down there in their D zone. But Miklos with a good stop, good effort, and came away clean.
8:36 left to go in the second period. We're back to full strength, 5-on-5 hockey. Puck dribbles on nets. It's covered up.
I think it really just comes down to that second effort that we had talked about earlier, Herms. Adrian's kind of gotten away from it a little bit, causing a couple extra turnovers they didn't need in their own D zone.
Long shot quickly saved by Miklos as he tracks it down with the glove.
Shots pretty even in this game, 19-19. I think both goalies have done a really solid effort here, especially Miklos being tested late.
Draw tied up on the circle. Worked free up top. Drive goes wide from the left blue. That was Hayden Rose on the attempt. And Miklos with another save as he challenges the shooter.
Miklos has been very good and tight for the Bulldogs this game. Not letting in much up close, just very, very solid efforts from him.
Rebound control as a netminder is always so important. You can make saves, but if you don't make them clean and they bounce out to free areas, they can certainly cost you. Skating to it is Alfonsi. Worked up top now by Berger. Oh, and a hard hit there as stepping up as he regained his feet was Witten.
McKenzie with a bit of a stiff arm there on Witten.
Another takedown underneath the red. Some stick handling magic. Darnell. Playing it on one knee was Witten. And the Wolverines are offsides. Take the draw in neutral zone in front of the right side penalty box. It's Darnell stepping in with Appleberg. Darnell gets the win. Played back by Dong. Strong blue liner for this Bulldog squad. Sorrell creating time and space to get that pass, and a nice reverse hit there along the boards. Quick speed from Witten, racing his way through, had his stick taken away from him so he couldn't get the shot. Stepping up is Darnell. Long shot, save! The rebound cleared, and heading back to the bench was Darnell. Didn't realize puck was coming his way. Sorrell in his own end. A long pass to the fresh legs of Devin Bennett. No icing. Bennett will chase down. Nice hit there to break the puck loose. Gilberg works his way after it. Turned over on the blue. Sorrell recovers nicely as he gets some pushes and shoves. Lost his twig in the process, so I'll head back to the bench for an extra one. Working it through is Morrison. Good physicality from Devin Bennett.
It's definitely picked up again late in this period for both teams. Physicality-wise, that is.
Tipped high off the glass. Game still tied at 1. 5:53 is all that remains in the second period. Stopped along the boards. Bliss will look to rush it himself. Gets the pass off. Dumped in, played off the boards, now to the backhand. Bliss first there to win the race. Picked up by Potter. Has a goal this afternoon so far. Oh, and a scary turnover. Here's a chance towards the front. And I don't know if Miklos got a stick on it, but it dribbled off the stick of Dragovic at the last second. Ran out of time. Evan Bliss the other way. Receives a shove, is taken down. Now towards the slot. Here's a shot off the toe of Rogers, and it's gloved down. Once again, it's Dragovic. Tanner. Bliss with a nice breakout pass. Stick getting in the way there of Simons. This is Chapman. Spins a shot on, blockered away. The rebound cleared. We'll see if that has enough motion for icing. And it's waved off so the Bulldogs can change.
Adrian with a real rough change there.
Way up ice is Potter.
Got to be more aware of who's behind you in the D zone.
He was looking for that home run pass. Would have had a breakaway if they were able to connect it. Hard hit in front of the scorer's table. Pace of play picking up here in the second period.
You definitely have to feel as if there's some animosity between both teams. They've had some real physical matches this season. Last game, a couple misconducts, and Looks like we got another penalty here, though, but definitely got a feels that the temper's going to pick up a bit.
Slashing is the call against Michael Heiberger. Doesn't like it, but will have to sit himself down in the box for the next 2 minutes. And a late power play chance for the Bulldogs. Haven't been able to capitalize yet on their first 2 chances, but as of the past couple of minutes, they've been putting the pressure on the opposition.
If I'm the Bulldogs here, I'm really looking to go to Bliss and Schmidt for some offensive zone push here. You got Dom up top, who has a really good shot. So if you're looking to score here, I'd definitely go to those 3.
We'll see what kind of plays that coach Justin Schneider can draw up on this power play. Only 3 seconds ticking off that. Minute 57 left to go, 5-on-4. Game tied at 1 apiece. Up top is Dom, taken down by a hard hit. Bliss will try and lift the backhand down low.
Good second effort by Dom there.
Here's Briggs Blake with a shot. The rebound off the chest. Bliss fires. A kick save. Stays out. Nice save from Rogers as it's played in between the feet of Miles as he's off to the races. Gavin Dom will wait for the signal to start things off. Elects to pass to Bliss. Goes backwards for a moment to Simons. And the Wolverines get in front of it. They're able to clear. Little deja vu as they have to do it again. Gavin Dom. Pass goes to the near side. Simons to Briggs Blake. Slowly drifts down. Turns it over on the entry. And the Wolverines able to clear once again.
Bulldogs a minute through this power, almost a minute, over a minute through this power play, and definitely not the looks you're looking to go for here. Mostly in the D zone, trying to break out and regroup again. Hopefully they can, in the next 30 seconds, get in the O zone and stay a little bit.
This puck worked to a free area, and a long shot surprises Rogers, but he comes up with the stop. Alfonsi on the outside towards the slot. Arm is up. We'll see who it's against. I think the Wolverines took another one.
It's going to be Flint with a high hit on Gilbert in front of the net. Went down a little easier than probably should have, but Bulldogs will take the power play.
Cross-checking is the signal. And it's Grayson Meyer who didn't even realize that it was on himself. So we'll have 12 seconds of 5-on-3 if nothing changes. And then another minute and 48 of power play time for the Bulldogs will carry all the way to the 14-second mark of the second period. Worked back to the top. Opening up is Bauer. Over for Gilbert. Wolverines back to 5-on-4. Sorrell crosses over. Now towards the slot, a backhander. Cleared out.
Not sure what you saw there, Herms, but I was a little confused as to why Adrian would take that out. They had the O-zone pressure. Trying to capitalize on that 5-on-3. Usually want to keep that in.
Doesn't seem like everybody realized what play they were going for, but nonetheless, they'll look to make a better effort here. Here goes Sorrell. Angled into the wall. And in the front, here's a chance. Shot couldn't be released by Alfonsi. Was bobbled around. Some good stick handling there. Short-handed shot is blocked. Now towards the front. Turned over there, quickly taken by Schmidt. A saucer into the zone. Rogers way out of the crease. Almost has his puck picked off. And yet again, Wolverines strong on the penalty kill. Under 60 seconds left to go. 40 seconds in the 5-on-4. That puck through the legs of Bliss, and it's icing.
overall solid period for the Bulldogs. I think the weak spot, as we could see, has definitely been the power play so far. They've gotten a couple chances, but couldn't really generate much. Wolverines definitely swarmed them down low and up top, creating a lot of frustration for the Bulldogs here.
.45 is all that remains in the second period. Bliss will play it off of his foot and gets a pass from behind him, taken down. Back with it is Morrison. Bliss trying to fight for it. Works it free. Here's Simons trying to center a feed over. Shot. Stop. The rebound pops in front. 15 seconds left to go. Dom. Wolverines killing off the second penalty. They didn't realize it was icing, but they have to win the race. Dom thought that there wasn't too much time left. Could have got the icing, maybe pull the goalie late in the stages of that second period. But the horn sounds, and that's going to do it for 40 minutes of play. No scoring in the second period. Game still tied at 1 apiece. Couple of power play chances for the Bulldogs, couldn't capitalize. But another strong effort from both sides of the benches. Clarkie, what did you see after 40?
Yeah, I think goaltending was definitely the name of the game for this period. Real solid efforts from both sides. I think for the Bulldogs, you really got to work on this power play if they're to get some in the third period. Defensive-wise for Michigan was definitely a real solid point for them, but overall good period, good physicality. I definitely think the pace picked up, and I want to see what we have coming for us from the third.
1-1 hockey game from Arrington Ice Arena. Alex Herman and Griffin Clark. Don't go anywhere. We'll return with the third period. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
There's so many firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
Back inside Arrington Ice Arena. Game tied 1 apiece between the University of Michigan-Flint Wolverines and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Hello everyone, my name is Alex Herman, joined alongside by Griffin Clark. This has been a fun one through 40 minutes of play. Both teams showing out this afternoon. A battle of wits to find out who will be crowned the victor after 60 minutes or even beyond if it takes it even further. Everybody playing very strong, offensive side and the defensive side. Clarky, what do you think the difference maker is going to be in this game?
I'm going to go with a bounce. I think it's going to be a bounce is going to change this game. It's been real back and forth both ways, and both teams getting chances here and there, but goalies are standing on their head. So I feel like there's going to be a bounce at some point that's going to change this game for either team.
You never know when they're going to show up and present themselves in a contest. And it's going to be interesting to see how this third period shakes out. Both teams released from their respective huddles. Some stick taps for both netminders and Luke Miklos and Ryan Rogers. 20 minutes will go back on the score clock. Center ice faceoff is the draw, number 7 for the Bulldogs, number 7 for Michigan. Evan Bliss and Josh Appleberg. Puck is dropped, and we are underway at the AIA for the third and final regulation period. Hayden Rose off to Appleberg, and he's hip-checked hard into the bench. That's a good way to open up the period.
Very solid hit by Dom there.
Sorrell clears, and it breaks 2 of the defensemen for the Wolverines, but it's whistled down for the icing. 19:34 in the third period. Two goals is all that we have standing here in the contest. We mentioned before Zach Potter, his 7th of the year for the Wolverines, and James Schmitz, his 5th. As a quick shot, and off the draw they score, but it's waved off. There's going to be some discussion about this. We'll catch it on the replay. I was looking down at my stat sheet to find out what happened.
Caught me off guard real quick off the draw. Didn't even see what happened.
And they're signaling that this puck was kicked in. So we'll stay tied, and almost a scary start to the frame for the Bulldogs 30 seconds in, as they'll get a fortuitous call to keep things evened up at 1. Played back on the D side. Clearing. Bliss looks to get to it. Skating after. Schmidt will hunt this puck down as Rose looks to make a play. Worked over for Chapono. Wrong shot in the glove, and some collision there at center ice. And the Wolverines are going to take a call here. 53 seconds is all it took for our first penalty of the period. Officials are discussing this. We'll see what winds up happening.
Real turn of events here at the start. We had just talked about bounces being a real change in this game, and luckily for Adrian, bounce went their way, and Brian Tanner just ate that neutral zone hit. Unfortunately for the Bulldogs, we'll go on the power play to start.
Owen Morris into the box for interference. Back to the power play, and off to work are the Bulldogs. Sorrell will have to get back to it. Stops to his right. Has Darnell with him, and a long pass up for Nitch Bauer. Tipped away. Excuse me, that was to Tyler Allen. Here goes Allen. Will do the same. Leaves it off for Sorrell. First power play units. Good backhand as it finds its way towards the left side. Working it around is Darnell towards the front, and they score! On on the power play, the Bulldogs are able to get a bounce, and they take the lead 2-1.
Ty Allen, good effort to be in front of the net. Got that lucky bounce in front. Good pass from Darnell. If you're the Bulldogs, that's exactly what you need to start off the period. Got the goal called off from Flint, and a really good response there on that power play.
The Bulldogs' first lead of the game at 18-19, left to go in the third period. Flint bench unhappy with the series of events that transpired, had a goal waved off, then a penalty called against them.
You know, Herms, I think they're looking at, I think they also think that went off the foot of Ty Allen. I think they're talking about a possible kick. I could be wrong, but it did look like they were, we'll see here.
We're going to get a call towards the scorer's table. And we'll see what happens here. Some more discussion. I don't know what they have. We'll see if we can get another replay and a second look at it.
Coach Snyder and Coach Barry looking to get some explanations here from the refs.
Puck was worked out, had odd numbers, and a centering feed towards the slots. And to me, that looks like it was all stick.
Maybe they're looking for an offsides here. I don't see anything. Looks like a good play to me.
Oh, interesting. We get an announcement from the PA announcer that somebody is blowing a whistle. So maybe it's possible that the Flint players thought it was blown dead, and they pulled up on that one. But 2-1 the score. And the Bulldogs get the bounce they were looking for. Work towards the outside. This is Hoff. Pulls up. And a good spin move there. Has the stretch pass, looking for Gilbert through his feet. And it is icing.
You can only think that Coach Barry is trying to explain to the refs that that whistle possibly stopped his players from playing and gave Adrian the break they needed there.
And it's interesting, I can understand the frustration if somebody was blowing a whistle, but I haven't really heard much from up here unless you have, Clarkie.
I was confused myself. I can't say I've heard a whistle.
Here go the Bulldogs. 3-on-2 if they can hurry. Hoff, unable to enter. Now towards the Blues, skitters over the line. Back to the stick of Steiger. Brendan Miles, shot, kick save from Miklos. No rebound there as he put it right to the corner. Off with a crafty pass, goes sideways. And Gilbert, front of the bench. Held onto there as he was looking to make a change. Surprised there was no call. Or maybe sort of a makeup for the past couple of minutes. Appleberg in the left corner, works it towards the front, loose, and it's cleared by Briggs Blake. Has a trailer in front, goes off the high glass, bounces to the stick of Borky. Excuse me, that's Baruki. Pulling up is Gower. Spinning pass, gets to Appleberg. He hugs the blue, and it squirts out. This is Baruki. Not enough speed there to gain full entry. Glove down as it looked like it was going to exit, but Tanner gets a hard hit there, but he stays on 2 feet. A swipe there on Meisner. Now to Gower. Fires, stick to side, and the rebound. Great save by Miklos.
Good second effort, too, by Tanner to get back and get that stick in there.
Chapman lifts it into the glove of Miklos. Great stop from Luke Miklos. 25 shots sent his way, 24 stopped up to the 15:42 mark in the third period.
If I'm Coach Snyder here for the Bulldogs, I'm looking to get my captain, number 7, Evan Bliss, out there, and number 17, Brett Witten, for some extra needed speed right now. They're kind of controlling the game, but if you really want to catch Flint on their toes right now, you got to have that speed out there.
Here goes JT Schmidt towards the outside lane. Taken down there, arm up. Bulldogs are going to head back to the power play as Miklos skates off. And another power play opportunity. Now you have the 5-on-4. Once again with 15:22. How much effort, Clarkie, are you going to put into this power play? But it's actually going to go against the Bulldogs. I thought the tripping call was against the Wolverines, but it's actually against Travis Simons, the freshman from Grosse Isle, Michigan. So a big chance now for the Wolverines to try and even things up.
I think Flint here is just looking to get every single shot possible on net. Just flood the net with shots, flood the net with bodies, and just get everything you can at Miklos right now and try and catch him off guard.
This puck cleared out, forces Rogers to stop with the twig.
Laser from Bliss from the far end.
Get pucks out, get pucks deep.
Whole 200 feet there.
Mantra of every hockey player worldwide. Bulldogs need a strong penalty kill effort. Schmitz tries to get in front of it, now to Appelberg. With speed, opens up, left-handed shot, will spin around. Now towards the right side. Forced into the wall, has to dump down low, will get a pass right back, up top to the point. That's Chapman, saved by Miklos. Appelberg swipes it down low. Gower towards the front, save from Miklos, the rebound, they score! A juicy rebound and chaos in front of the crease. And the Flint Wolverines take advantage as we're back to an even scored game.
You can see Evan Bliss sit inside of the net, try and keep that one out. Looks like it just bounced right off, and a bit of confusion from the other Flint player. Didn't see it go in, trying to capitalize on that second opportunity there. Not much Miklos can do in that spot. Unfortunate spot for him to be in.
Made the first and second save with the body and pad respectively. But the Bulldogs just couldn't clear it out from on top of the crease. Nice stick handle from Witten. Another move. Taken down towards the front. The redirection doesn't go. Darnell. Man in front. Sliding over through the legs. And an empty net for Alfonsi was fanned on. Had all the space that he needed. Hoff will try and dump it back down low. Unable to do so as it's played back for Malinich. Witten tries to go through the legs once again. Oh, and a big hit, but he's going to get called for this. Brett Witten, the roughing call on Blaine Gower will send the Wolverines back to the power play with 13:32 remaining in the third.
I don't know how I feel about that, Herms. I think that was just kind of a physical play. I don't know that I would call that necessarily.
.50-50 play there, I have to agree with you. I think the angle of the official told the story to him from down at ice level. Hard for us to make any calls from up here in the booth as we don't have the striped sweater and a whistle.
And the Bulldogs definitely had the extra energy there. They definitely had the edge, and a bit unfortunate for them, but we'll see if they can get a break here from J.T. Schmidt.
Rogers out of the crease, an empty net, they take advantage! A short-handed goal for Schmidt, and the Bulldogs jump back on top, 3-2.
Just an amazing effort there from Schmidt. You see the extra speed he puts in there. The burners are going. Unfortunate play from Rogers. Thought he could get the chance, but no. Schmidt comes up big for the Bulldogs on the PK. Just what they needed.
Rogers pulled up at the last second. He was going to win the race at first. All gas from James Schmidt, and a huge short-handed goal for the Bulldogs as they're back on top, 3-2 with 13:08 left to go in the third period. This one just got real interesting.
If you're the Bulldogs, you're really going now.
This is sent towards the front. Miklos with a nice save as he sticks it aside.
Really good look for Flint there.
Got to watch out for those chances on top of the crease. Work to the top of the blue. Pulling up is Chapman. Blocked over. Miklos sliding, but it hit the outside of the apron. Shot was off target. Owen Morrison had some room, but couldn't find it.
Just a smidge in front of him.
Move from Chapman. Works his way in. A nice stick handling play. Save from Miklos. Gets the paddle down just in time.
If you're the Bulldogs, you got to play a body right there. Can't let that forward get through to your goalie.
Here goes Chapman once again. Another chance off the iron. Miklos didn't know where it was, and he'll give a love tap to his post to the left side of his glove. And here's a takeaway from Darnell. Lost it to Appleberg. Wolverines are offsides.
That's one sound you love to hear if you're the Bulldogs, but hate to hear if you're Flint.
Coming within inches were the Wolverines to getting this game back to an even score. We'll take the draw at center ice.
Morrison with two really good chances there for Flint. Strolling right through the offensive zone.
There goes Miles. Too much with the stick handling, and it's cleared out. Little 50-50 Tony Hawk grind on the top of the glass there. Back to even strength, racing back to the bench was Brett Witten. Committed the crime, but the Bulldogs were able to kill it off. Here's Bliss. Slides this pass over. It's Simons, and shot in the glove to Rogers.
If you're Witten, you're definitely thanking your teammates, especially J.T. Schmidt on that penalty kill, coming through huge for him.
.11-14 in the third period. Alex Herman and Griffin Clark. We're watching Bulldog hockey on ACTV. There's a quick shot off the draw. Stick to side, covered up by Rogers. A little more space and time, and you could have went for the patented Bedard toe drag release. Bulldogs looking to just get shots. Here's another chance. That one off the end glass.
Real good shot for Kirksey there. Just got to focus on getting that one a little bit lower.
This puck off the foot of Potter. Had the first goal in this game in the first period for the Wolverines. A missed pass there. We'll see if we get the icing, and we do. So we'll take the draw. Defensive zone left side for the Bulldogs.
Overall, really good effort from the Bulldogs so far. No, the game didn't go how they wanted to on Friday night, losing 3-2. Currently up 3-2 right now. Hopefully they can keep in the right direction and stay on top.
Good effort from Adrian College as this long shot swallowed up by Miklos. That one had some heat on it. Came off the stick of Michael Chapman. And Chapman's one of those defensemen you got to watch out for. We've seen him take a number of rushes up the ice.
Just definitely useful on that back end for Flint, but Miklos with a great vision there in the crease.
This is Gavin Dom. Poked free and over the blue. Lofted back the other way. Good swiping poke from Darnell. Looks towards the backhand. Nobody there to answer. Down low is Gilbert. A backhand pass in front. It stays out. And arm up. Wolverines are going to go back to the power play. Gilbert is going to get called down with the trip. Gilbert in disbelief as he's escorted to the box.
Unfortunately, I don't think he'll be able to change that call as much as he pleads. Unfortunate timing for the penalty, but we'll see if the Bulldogs can kill this one off again.
Wolverines back to the power play here in the third period. 3-2, the score in favor of the Bulldogs. Long shot from downtown off the stick of Gower. Now towards the outside, working it on the backhand. Here's a chance in front, and the Wolverines have evened it up again. Their second power play goal of the period. And it's 3-3.
Berger catching that puck in the slot. Just unfortunate bounce for the Bulldogs here. Had a feeling Flint was going to come out with some energy on this one. And that they did. Tie game now, 3-3. Anyone's game at this point now, Herms.
Can't let your opponent into the net front scoring places, because both of these teams have demonstrated that they will take advantage. Turnover at center. Picked up by Flint. Appleberg receives a shove from Sorrell. You need as much energy on your bench as possible to try and propel your team forward. Schmidt, loose behind the play. Tries to take it away, but can't. Here's Miles, drops back for Appleberg. Couple of stick handles and a nice hit there. Schmidt will pick up. Gives it off for Dom. Pulls up, and the Bulldogs are offsides. 9:10 left to go in the third period. This one has shaped out to be an instant classic here from Adrian, Michigan. Nothing beats some Sunday afternoon hockey from the AIA.
Not many complaints for the Bulldogs defense in this period, but they definitely have to be more aware of that slot in the D zone. Letting the Flint forwards get in there a little too easy this period.
Long shot, skitters wide towards the right corner. Behind the play, it's taken away as Alfonsi trying to push the pace. And the Wolverines called for offsides.
If you're the Bulldogs, what are you looking to do here to get back on top and get that energy back that they had before?
At this point, you really just have to keep pushing. You know that you can score and take advantage of plays because they've done it 3 times already. Just can't get frustrated. Keep a level head. Continue to support your teammates. Hopefully you find the next one. Allen will rim around. Met on the boards and stopped promptly. We'll see who can kick it out as it breaks to the right corner. Potter lost it on the near side. Bounced off the high glass and out. It's Tanner who will go D-to-D with his partner in Midge Bauer. Back to Tanner. Up top is Allen. Meisner trying to skate it out of his zone. Cleared the length of the ice, no icing. Creeping around was Allen.
Looked like Rogers wanted to play that one.
Certainly thought about it for a second. This is Potter. Towards the right side, now feeding the center. The toe drag, save from Miklos. Holds on to it. Luke Miklos comes up big once again.
That chance came off a bad change for the Bulldogs. Left a guy wide open in the slot. Got to make sure you're following that guy back.
Little delay on the draw for a second. Gilbert making some adjustments to his cage on his helmet. Able to win that draw back. Nice face-off win from Will Gilbert. Briggs Blake with a step up there. Excuse me, that was Sorrell. Scary backhand pass as getting in front of it was Miklos. Shoveled towards the front.
Sorrell on the back end has been a real driving force of physicality in this game. It's definitely keeping these Wolverines from entering the crease on the Bulldogs.
Wolverines get the draw, and that riser was sent over the blocker side. Puck tips over the stick of Chapono. Rose tries to skate his way out. Can't do it at first. Bliss will take it away. Pulls up. Works it to the outside. Here's Schmidt towards the front. And a save the rebound. Popped out. Nobody was there to bang home the rebound. Here's Bliss once again. Has a trailer in front and fanning on the shot was Simons. Bulldogs had some space. Couldn't get it to go. And a bad change for the Wolverines. 2-on-2. Dropped back for Bliss. Shot goes way high and into the rafters. Another good attempt. Need to continue to get shots on net. With 6:13 left to go, game tied between the Michigan-Flint Wolverines and the Adrian College Bulldogs at 3 apiece.
Not the bounce that Bliss is looking for there, Herms, but he definitely had an effective shift for the Bulldogs, causing multiple chances for the Bulldogs in this third period.
Draw kicked back, played by a glove in front. This is Hoff. Ropes one to the outside. Tip to the center lane, looking to poke it there was Darnell. Had a strong game so far. And a takeaway here. Here goes Alfonsi towards the front, taken down. Another good strip there by Witten. Towards the front, and kicking aside is Rogers. Back the other way, here go the Wolverines, nearing the 5-minute mark. Good angle towards the outside. Shot is blocked off a shin pad. Hoff in the back end. It was Steiger who ripped one. On the back of the net, we'll see if it's brought free, and it is not. We'll force the officials to blow the whistle.
Real good shifts back-to-back for the Bulldogs. As I said before, Bliss and Witten, the two players I was looking for to give some extra energy to the Bulldogs here. Two really good shifts for them. Witten with a chance in front and a good pick. We'll see if this line can follow them up for a good third shift.
Draw tied up. Now towards the backhand. Opposite side. This is Allen. Skates his way left to right. Taken down. We'll see if he can get back to it. And ultimately, it's Potter who clears. Tanner to Nitsch-Bauer. A giveaway to the slot on the backhand. Save from Miklos.
Huge stop from Miklos there for the Bulldogs. Wow. Got
to be careful in your D zone about where you're sending passes. because the Bulldogs and the Wolverines have picked off a couple. This is Tanner. Off the boards for Briggs Blake, tipped by a stick momentarily by Gower. Squirts backwards. Tanner will have to play it again.
And with 4 minutes left, there's not a real huge margin for error for either team, so we've got to be careful here.
Dragovich to the slot, moving it over. Looking to hit Potter, but it was a step too far behind the play. And I believe there's a penalty being called. Holding is going to go against Leo Dragovich. 4:09 remaining in the third period. Big chance here for the Bulldogs.
This is the exact chance the Bulldogs need right now. Tied game, 3-3, 4 minutes left. If you need to make a statement, now is the time. Will Gilbert take the draw? Hopefully they can do something here.
Gilbert can't win it back on the first attempt. It'll wrap up to the top of the wall. Simons with a nice move. Bliss to Simons. Simons with the shot. Kicked aside by Rogers.
Really good rip from Simons there. Way to find the seam through.
Dom. Down low to Schmidt. Turns it over, but Bliss gets it back. Now towards the backhand. Gilbert looks for space. Has to go to the outside.
Bulldogs got to make sure to have a guy up top there. It's a risky opportunity for Flint if they get down there.
Dom now towards the front, and a missed pass will clear the zone. Couple of changes for the Wolverines. And Simons will work the breakout. Gets to Bliss. Off to the races he goes. Makes a move. Looking towards the front. Centering feed blocked by the skates of Meisner. Here's a long shot. Blocked and held on to by Rogers. I thought it hit a man in front, but it was straight into the trapper of Ryan Rogers.
Herms, I don't think he saw that one really get through. Last second, it kind of just hit him. There was a body in front.
Far side draw. 50 seconds left to go in the power play. Scraping the top of the blue. Here's a shot. Just dribbles wide. Tied up is Darnell. Wolverines will take it away and flip it down to the opposite end. Mitch Bauer. A takeaway. Here's a chance and a nice move. Good shutdown there from Aino Nijbauer. Bulldogs can't get it back towards the other way. They got 10 seconds left to go in power play time. 2:18 to go in the third period. Game tied, 3 apiece. Darnell will send it down. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Darnell pulls up with not enough space, almost turned it over. Oh, and that's worked through the feet of Sorrell. Here's a long shot wide to the glove side of Miklos. That tip goes off the high glass, looking for the top corner. Cleared down through the feet. Icing is the call with 1:39 left to go in the third period. Tensions rising. Can feel the heart rate getting faster.
Adrian's got to try and keep their heads here. Saw a little bit of running around at the D zone and neutral zone, trying to make hits. Really got to focus on cleaning up that D zone for the next minute 39. Not the outcome they wanted on that power play, but we have to play smart in the D zone now.
Not too much time left, almost 90 seconds. Bobbled up top, kept in. Here's her chance from a dead angle off the body of Miklos. Now towards the backhand. Wolverines looking for a shot. Looking for the Michigan. He wraps it but it fell off of his stick at the last second. Popped off the top of the dasher. Rebound towards the front. Got to have a lot of confidence to try and pull off a Michigan in a 3-3 game this late. Appleberg.
1 minute remaining in the third period. 1 minute.
Good backhand pass from Miles. Now towards the front. Miklos with the save. 53 seconds left to go.
Miklos with a much-needed save and a much-needed stop for the Bulldogs to try and get those tired legs off the ice and stay fresh for this next minute. We see that Michigan move a lot nowadays, especially in the NHL. We've seen it a couple nights in a row, last couple weeks, and a lot more guys trying it now.
Bulldogs look to clear. It's Bliss who's taken down. Now towards the front. A slap shot goes wide. Tied up underneath the red line. And a wraparound attempt doesn't go.
Bliss just getting up from the corner. You see he's in a bit of discomfort there.
Good takeaway. Schmidt will play the bounce. Bliss towards the outside. Shot blocker to side by Rogers. Schmidt will get to the rebound. Schmidt will fight for it. Shapono. 10 seconds is all that is left. Last second effort here for the Bulldogs. Work to the top. Slap shot. That one wide. Almost had eyes there. 2 seconds and 1. And this one is going to overtime. University of Michigan-Flint Wolverines and the Adrian College Bulldogs can't figure it out in 60 minutes, so it will take to extras.
If you're the Bulldogs here, Herms, or Flint per se, what's the game plan? What are you going with here?
Well, you get down to 3-on-3 hockey, so it's a little bit different of a style, though being even strength. You're looking for a quick pass, possibly a breakaway, or to gain odd numbers on the rush. A little bit more difficult to recover when you have less personnel on the ice. And man, what a game this has turned out to be.
I think if you're the Bulldogs here, you're definitely looking to come out with some speed. That's what they need right now. Don't necessarily know who they'll send, but I definitely know who I would send. I'd send Witten, Bliss, and Simons. I think those three have really shown some speed this game, but it looks like they'll elect to go with Darnell, Mitch Bauer, and Witten.
So a little bit more time before we get the start of the extra frame.
Who doesn't love a little extra hockey on a Sunday afternoon?
Does not get any better than this.
The beautiful AIA.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Alex Herman and Griffin Clark. You've been watching Bulldog hockey here on ACTV this afternoon from Arrington Ice Arena. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage and are excited for this extra frame of hockey. Overtime coming up. A little bit of jawing before the start of the drop. Brett Witten getting familiar with Captain Stefano Shapono. Tied up at the top. Worked over for Gower. Here goes Shapono towards the outside. Looks for the wraparound, doesn't have enough space. Up top for Gower. Back for Shapono. Works it to the center lane. Taken away. Possible break here for the Bulldogs. Darnell trying to win it. Taken away. And a one-on-one. Here's Gower. Looking for reinforcements. Sends it over. Empty net. Does not go. Looking to hit a man in front. It was Zach Potter who was open. Bliss will settle it down. Goes backwards momentarily to Nitch Bauer. Pass was off the target, and it's going to be icing.
Adrian's really got to make sure they're doing man-on-man here, especially in 3-on-3. You got to cover a guy. On that last rush, Witten kind of left Flint's player behind him. Luckily, he got back to stop that 2-on-1, but we really got to make sure playing man-on-man here.
Appleberg and Bliss are the options for the faceoff. And here's a chance in front. Miklos got a piece of it. Bulldogs will look to go the other way. Appleberg to it. 2-on-1. Good defensive stick there. Work towards the corner. Now down low. Appleberg will work off Witten. Looking to the top there. That was Chapman. Back down low. Appleberg was open. Pass in front of his stick. Bliss goes one-on-one with Appleberg. Towards the right side. Chance goes over. Wolverines hemming the Bulldogs into the offensive zone. Cycling around. Appleberg on the right circle. Now towards center. A takeaway. Off to the races is Witten. Dumps in, but needs to make a change.
Bulldogs giving Flint a little too much respect on this overtime play. Letting them walk around their own zone.
There's a nice move now towards the backhand. Miklos with the save. 2:48 left to go in the overtime period.
Definitely been controlled by Flint, as we could see, so hopefully off this draw, Adrian's able to get control and go down to the offensive zone here.
Long pass to neutral. Tips over the stick of Alfonsi. No icing. Gets a stick on it. Good way to get the body in front. Here's Dom. Supported up top. Long shot sticked into the netting by Rogers.
Best case scenario now for the Bulldogs. Got that O-zone face-off, so hopefully they're able to capitalize off it.
Alfonsi, Simons, and Gavin Dom, the line for the Bulldogs. A backhand skids down low. Promptly taken away by Chapono. Left for Potter. With speed, works the top. Shot! Save from Miklos. Right into the chest.
Miklos coming up huge again. Really good prime opportunity for Flint there. Coming down the slot.
Darnell picks up his feet. Motoring down towards the front. Takes a shot. Bounces over the nets. Paddled down was Rogers. Made some contact with it. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Wolverines. Plays it over. Moved over and they score. The overtime winner for the Michigan-Flint Wolverines. And they take this one 4-3.
Just an unfortunate play for the Adrian defense. You see JT Schmidt get caught in the neutral zone looking. Doesn't see the Flint player behind him. Not much Miklos can do there.
What a game it was. 60 minutes and then overtime is what separated this game. University of Michigan-Flint Wolverines take this one by a score of 4-3 at 1:40 in the overtime frame. Alex Herman and Griffin Clark signing off for this one. Don't go anywhere, though. Still more Bulldog hockey, the ACHA Division I women's team facing off this afternoon, their second game of the weekend with Niagara. But from this one, you've been watching Bulldog hockey on ACTV.
pride and learn from ACHA Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like shrinking to you.